What it do? What it do? Welcome to another one for Al Cuerpo Boxing to the Body. Let's get with it. Let's talk some live boxing. So Ryan Garcia had recently posted some footage, right? I mean, he posts random footage at times when he's doing mitt work with his crew or whatever. And I must say, Ryan looks pretty good. I don't care about the physique. I'm just talking about the technique. I mean, that left hook looks consistent, man. That speed looks consistent. And I mean, if you followed Ryan Garcia's career, man, since when he was younger and I guess thinner, he's had the same technique of a speed left hook. So I don't know why Haney is worried, or maybe this is all just a play so that way they can sell Garcia versus Haney too, right? What I mean is Haney's being advised to try and sell the fight, right? Because who is Haney gonna fight next, right? Devin Haney just beat Brian Norman Jr. in an 8-4 type of fight, right? That's including the knockdown. I gave Norman at least 4 rounds in that fight, man. It was a pretty good, it was a good first round, but then he just let the middle half just, slide by. Can't do that, man. Can't do that. You yourself, the Normans, they said that they weren't going to let this fight go to the cards. I mean, what's up then? You let it go to the cards. You didn't press forward as you should have. So, but anyways, I mean, regarding Devin Haney's recent, I guess, remarks or tweets, comments on Ryan Garcia's latest work, how do we interpret that, guys? Does Devin Haney want to sell that fight? I mean, it's a good fight, man. I mean, the rematch, it's a lot of money for the Haneys, a lot of money for Ryan Garcia. And regarding Ryan Garcia's antics of what he says in the public domain about, Islam, or, him going against the pedos, right? That's good. That's good that he's going against that. And I guess he always wanted acknowledgement from that. But I guess what I'm trying to get at is, does Turkey care? They don't care, man. They just need Americans so they can sell their sports washing and Riyadh season. That's why Turkey's backing Ryan Garcia, and that's why you see Turkey with Ryan Garcia. So guys, just put it together. It's not about the money. It's just politics, but geopolitics at that. And so then Ryan Garcia, he's saying that, Devin Haney is saying that Ryan Garcia is on the gear again, or on the juice. Come on, man. This is like, how much more are we going to hear about that, man? That's why I got that thumbnail, right? We got Jaime Munguia exonerated. Conor Ben says he's been exonerated. Subra Matias exonerated. Imam Katwev exonerated. Chiwas, the guy that beat Yalal Gafai, exonerated. I mean, yo, guys, what's going on here, man? The boxing fans need to wake up, man. And so the guy that's not exonerated was Ryan Garcia, right? Who, guys, I have Subra Matias in the same picture, right? They were both caught with Osterine, guys. Like, what's going on here, man? And who knows, maybe Devin Haney's point of view, because Victor Conte ain't around anymore. May he rest in peace. Shout out to Victor Conte. He did his part. We know the snack game, but, is snack really snack without Victor Conte? That's the question, guys. I don't think so. Nah. Without Conte's pool, without Conte's knowledge, I'm not even talking about the gear itself. It's just, I think Victor Conte got so much respect in the game, including Vada. They respected Victor Conte so much that without Victor Conte, doing his plot, playing his part, I don't think Vada's gonna do other outfits any service or justice. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be tricky. What up? You need to go? Okay, go for it. Go for it. My boy's like, yo, Pops, I need to take a piss. Just go right there. Go right there. Go right there. All the way over there, okay? Hadi. Yeah, yeah. Let's give him some encouragement. Ain't nobody around, so my boy can take a leak. No, no, ew. Mom. Okay. Anyways, guys, man, like, so Devin Haney. So how do we interpret this, guys? You know what I think? I think Devin Haney's a bit shook, man. Yo, that's why you saw Ryan Garcia, Ryan Garcia blasting that left hook on the mitts. That looks nice. Yo, it's boxing, man. Keep it simple. Batters up, baby. So for those of you that don't know, I mean, even Subriel Matias gets heat because supposedly Matias, it's because of him and who knows what, but some guy died, due to a boxing, or one of his opponents died. And the thing is, you sign up for it. So even without PEDs, you're still going to get there's a high risk of death, okay? And I'm sure there's a lot of things not disclosed in the game, be it from, sparring matches throughout the world, usually in the case of heavy sparring, but you got to take care of that brain, man, the swelling, if it's not treated soon, or if it's heavy sparring, man, that's not required or it's not necessary, don't do it, Good job, good job. Let's see, do a quick shout out here. Oznur Kaya. What up? What's up, Oznur Kaya? Merhaba, selam. What's up with this prism, man? Usually it tells you how many people are hitting it. I guess they don't tell me the live. But 1, 2, 3, go! My boy likes running. He a fast little devil too. So anyways, guys, yeah, so Subriel Matias recently got exonerated for Osterine. Ryan Garcia didn't. So I've always been saying these things about, the people that you're on. Like, for example, if Ryan Garcia had been with Snack, that stuff would have not been this. It would not have been a big deal. Put it that way. Imam Katwev. Shout out to Katwev as a badass Russian. He gave Morel a hard-ass fight. Probably, I thought it was a draw, if anything. But Katwev is with the same, his manager is, what's his name? Kambosos' pops is his manager, if I'm not mistaken. So he's that outfit, but he got exonerated in one of the Riyadh cards, right? That the fight week that he was going to fight David Morrell. And fans were crying, or I guess maybe Morrell's camp were crying. And they were trying to, I guess, put some negative steam on Katwev because, if anything, maybe they wanted to get the public's side on David Morrell. But whatever. We saw David Morrell and Benavidez. They were even complaining about PEDs in their buildup. Francisco, we got Chihuas right there, the Mexican cat who fought Jalal Gafai, one of Eddie Matchroom's boys, right? He got exonerated. Or I guess it's still under investigation, but he still got the win over Gafai, right? Then we got Conor Benn. Conor Benn, who's good for boxing, right? He says he got exonerated. Let's say he did get exonerated, but what's up with his stuff, right? And then last but not least, Jaime Munguia, right? For the suspect amounts of testosterone. And he got exonerated, right? So what is Devin Haney complaining? And what, to make matters worse, man, like, oh my God, man. Sometimes fans they don't know what's up. You're like, Devin, man, you're complaining, but you're part of the Snack outfit, right? May he rest in peace. Conte's outfit, who was founded on the idea of helping guys cheat. Victor Conte, man, like I said, may he rest in peace. He said that if you can't, I wouldn't say, how do you say it? It's like, if you can't beat him, join him. That's kind of the way Conte was saying it, but he wanted to help guys that, since steroids have always been rampant in sports, let's just say PEDs have been rampant, Conte wanted to help athletes do it correctly, right? Responsibly. That's ironic, right? He wanted to help athletes do the gear responsibly. So that's what you signed up for, right? And I always said, like, Conte or the snack program was always a scapegoat, right? So if anything were to happen, who would you blame, right? If I'm a snack fighter myself, and that's why shout out to Bam Rodriguez and Virgil Ortiz or whoever, right? Because fans like to cry, oh, well, what about Virgil or Bam, right? Because they're trying to connect the dots of as far as ethnicities and favoritism. All right, the reason why they're a part of that and anybody that's part of snack is because that program is the scapegoat, or Conte was the scapegoat. Again, if anything happened bad, guess who you're gonna blame? You could say, you know what, I signed the snack. I signed the snack. Why am I at fault? Well, of course, you're at fault as you signed up for it. You signed up for that exposure should something happen. But of course, the scapegoat would be Conte or Snack or whatever. So anyways, guys, then fast forward, forget all that stuff. As we always say, everybody's on the gear, man, whatever. All athletes, man. It's not just boxers. Come on, man. You need it, right? So, Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, guys, the rematch. It looks like it's incoming. Why? Why, guys? Why? Because Haney wants another big bag. And I don't blame him for it, right? If Ryan's on the gear supposedly again, and Haney supposedly not on the gear because he's with Snack, hey, man, it makes sense. Make the fight ASAP, right? Ryan Garcia, who's going to fight Mario Barrios. I know one of the Ramos brothers, Abel Ramos, right? Mono Ramos' brother. He said that he has Barrios winning, or I guess he's telling Ryan that Barrios is no slouch. I just think for me, Garcia's speed is too much for Barrios. Doesn't matter how much Barrios comes with his A game. I just think, and again, guys, Shakur Stevenson had told everybody in a Ring Magazine interview, Shakur Stevenson, he said that Ryan Garcia didn't train for the Romero fight. Does that make a difference? Of course, man. You need to be in momentum. You got to be in motion. You got to be in tip-top shape leading up to a fight. That's just how it is. Yo, they turned out the lights. People around. So, who do you guys got winning in the rematch, man? Between Garcia and Haney. Who do we got winning? So let's see. We had the Jose Ramirez fight. Of course, we had the Norman Jr. fight. How do we compare those styles to what Ryan Garcia is going to come in the rematch, where Ryan Garcia fumbled the performance also with the Romero bout, because that was a horrible performance. It's almost like, you know what? The weird things are happening in boxing. I blame Ryan not training, man. You don't train, that's the result. Just like Edwin Valero told the public about Oscar De La Hoya when he was going to fight Manny Pacquiao. Valero said that Oscar didn't train for at all. Does that affect the performance? Of course, guys. Of course. You know? David Benavidez said that Canelo didn't even properly train for Crawford. How much does that affect gamblers, man? How much does that affect gamblers? It affects a lot, man, you know? That's why gamblers, hey, man, it's the Wild West too, man. It's on you. You lose the money if you don't. How could you know too, right? Most of the time we learn about the news post after, man. But I don't know, man. I like it. I like that Devin Haney is making noise right now with Ryan Garcia saying that he's possibly on the juice again, right? Let me rewind this bad boy beat. Can I do it? How do I do it? There we go. You know what I'm saying? But then we got Subriel Matias with his fight against Dalton Smith. That's going to be a nice one, too. Matias can fight, man. At least the fight that he had with Puello, he showed up on the Shakur and Cepeda card, right? That was an amazing, amazing card, man. Really, really good night of boxing. But I'm picking Matias again. I say again, I had Puello and Matias kind of a draw, initial prediction. But I'm gonna go with Matias on this one. Matias is gonna come strong, something to prove. He's devoting the bout to his daughter. I like that. Shout out to Matias, man. He's got to do it. Speaking of which, are they gonna make the Morrell versus Kala Smith fight? If that's not gonna happen, man, give us the rematch between Imam Katuev and Morrell, as you see Katuev in the thumbnail, right? And then Conor Ben said he's down to wait for the winner of Garcia versus Mario Barrios. So they're all in the mix there. Speaking of Munguia right there, because he's in the thumbnail, right? Munguia and Canelo recently, they posted some pic of themselves in the gym. We're probably going to see them on another card, man, come May, right? Hells yeah. Yo, give me Benavidez and Zurdo on the same card as Canelo and Crawford, the rematch. And then we also got Munguia, and that's a badass card, man. And also Opataya versus Hussein Jinkara this weekend, tomorrow. That's gonna be a good fight. Jinkara's a badass body puncher, man. I like his shots to the body. That's probably his best punch, is that left hook to the body. He's a little crafty, old school technician. He's 40. Maybe I'm biased. I wouldn't say biased, but I'm empathetic towards him because he's gonna make a good bag, and he's 40, But I just think Opataya is gonna be too much for him, man. It's just either 5th or 6th round, because Opataya, he can fight if he wants to, but he ain't gonna come to fight. He's gonna nitpick Hussein. Hussein the one's gonna go for broke, if anything, if it goes to a fight. And Opataya got to be careful, at least for that left hook to the body. If he lands, if he catch him. But I just think Opataya is too crafty and his defense is too good. And then, who else? Oh, yeah. And then that's tomorrow night is where Opataya, should he win, and he's going to win, he needs to call out Badu Jack. Because he's supposedly going to go to the Badu Jack fight versus McKillian. That's a good representation for Opataya's position. Do the face-off with Badu Jack and do that unification. So then guess what? The winner of Benavidez and Zurdo gotta see Opataya, because I got Opataya beating Badu Jack, right? So the last man standing would be Opataya. But again, guys, Benavidez versus Zurdo is good for boxing, man. That's a Morales versus Barrera, but at the cruiserweights. Of course, they don't have the legacy of Morales and Barrera, but out of respect, because they're bigger guys, right? You gotta filter out the differences as far as what they can do physically and athletically compared to Morales and Barrera. So that's why I like it as a 2.0 of that. So, but that's all I got on this one, guys, man. Shout out to Devin Haney for crying about Ryan Garcia supposedly on the gear again. Yeah, build that fight. Build that fight, guys. Anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next one. 4 Al Cuerpo Boxing to the body. Peace out, y'all.